Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us. The trial for a 38-year-old Saskatchewan woman accused of sexually assaulting and physically assaulting residents at a Wilkie group home got underway today. Jacqueline Elias is on trial in North Battleford. She's charged with multiple counts of assault and sexual assault and one count of sexual assault with a weapon and uttering threats. RCMP charged Elias in February 2024, alleging the incidents occurred between January 2023 and February 2024, involving 4 residents. Court heard the group home residents were all nonverbal and in wheelchairs. Today, her former co-worker testified Elias would put her breasts in the faces of some residents and called them perverts. The co-worker also testified Elias poked a resident in the groin with a stick while making a sexual comment. The Crown is expected to call a total of 4 witnesses. A Saskatchewan First Nation chief is going through the court process following a financial crimes investigation. Carry the Kettle Nakota Nation chief Scott Eshappy was arrested in March of last year. He's charged with fraud, theft, money laundering, and breach of trust. A hearing is underway to decide if there's enough evidence to proceed to trial, but details and evidence discussed in court are under a publication ban. Ukrainians living in Saskatchewan are calling on the province to reverse some recent immigration changes. In January, the province only allowed workers in certain industries to apply for permanent status if their worker's permit was expiring in 6 months or less. Following new immigration policies from Ottawa, the province capped retail, trucking, and other sectors that typically use a disproportionate amount of allotted immigration spaces and only allow applications during specific periods. Ukrainians feel unfairly caught in the bureaucracy because their specialized permits renew for 3 years at a time. And now they don't want to wait for 2.5 years to apply to become a permanent resident or risk being deported if their application is denied.
Makes me feel upset because you never know what's going to be happen tomorrow.
It seems quite unfair to sort of change that when somebody's sort of partway through that process and has already sort of put down roots, and now they're not sure when and if they'll be able to get permanent residency here.
CTV has reached out to the province about any potential changes to the program moving forward. WestJet is bringing back seasonal direct flights to Halifax from Saskatchewan's 2 largest cities. Starting April 27th in Saskatoon and April 26th in Regina, travelers can fly nonstop to Halifax from those cities twice a week. This is the 2nd year the airline has offered those specific flight options, which will be in effect until early October. WestJet says it's bringing back the flights following a highly successful inaugural season in 2025. All right, Jeff, we say it a couple of times a year, but now football season's officially over. We can settle into winter, and what kind of weather is the rest of winter going to bring?
Well, you know, goodness knows it won't be as warm as it was out on the West Coast there for the Super Bowl. But bottom line is we still have mild conditions, at least for another week. So making our way in towards the season of romance. We've got ourselves continuing to have that high pressure area, that ridge of high pressure, and the storm track tends to go north. So we're still dealing with warm Pacific air impacting Alberta, Saskatchewan, and parts of Manitoba. Now, temperatures are starting to drop off a little bit, but it's still above seasonal. We'll talk about those actual numbers later on.
Researchers at the University of Saskatchewan are working to make solar energy more efficient. Scientists are studying a new type of solar cell made of perovskite crystals, a material that could become an alternative to traditional silicon panels. The benefit, they're cheaper to produce and can be highly efficient.
The advantage of perovskite panels, in preference to silicon, their manufacturing is a lot more straightforward, a lot less energy intensive, but it's still a very new technology, and we're still looking to develop it and get it out to market.
As the world relies more on artificial intelligence, the need for energy continues to grow, and researchers believe improving solar performance could help meet that demand. Some residents of Regina Seniors Housing say they don't feel safe in their buildings. They say strangers are wandering the hallways, and in one instance, a makeshift harpoon was found. The buildings are owned by the province and operated by Regina Housing. The seniors say there should be an on-site security guard and video cameras.
guests of the tenants are roaming around all hours of the night. One was found sleeping in the laundry room lately. The tenants don't feel safe in our building when we have people outsiders walking around in our building, in and out of the building.
The province says it's aware of the seniors' concerns and will have more on that at 6. The province is offering people a chance to fish for free over the Family Day weekend. Between February 14th and 16th, anglers can fish without a license on any provincial body of water that is open to angling. Possession limits still apply for the weekend. Before heading out, the province is reminding people to check the ice thickness on the body of water they plan on fishing at, and also check the rules and regulations for that specific spot. It also advises people dress for the weather and clean up all garbage before leaving. A Prince Albert woman has found a creative way to spend the cold winter months. Nola Lehner has built an ice castle in her yard every winter for the last 3 years. She says 3 years ago, a friend showed her a photo of an ice castle on social media and suggested she could make one as well. Lehner was up for the challenge and got to the building. This year's castle is constructed of snow, ice, and food coloring. The blocks were made at home in lasagna pans, and Lehner plans to keep the tradition going.
It's going to be different, but absolutely next year. Yep, it's my holiday project. Well, actually, it's going to be my retirement project because I'm going to retire soon. So, yeah, definitely next year.
The castle took Lehner just over 1 month to complete. With all the sports on snow and ice, it's a good time to find out where you can ski or board in Prince Albert. Jasmine Pelche checks in with the Prince Albert Ski League.
We are with Amanda from the PA Ski League to find out more about the organization and what they do during skiing season. So who are the league members? Like, is it an all ages thing? What are the kind of groups that are part of that?
So we offer lessons from ages 6 to 99. But typically they stop around the 18-year-old mark, and we try to grab them for coaching. So when they get a little bit older to start to be skiers in our club, then we actually get them to go through a coaching program, and we hope to keep them around.
What months during the year is the club like up and active?
We try to get running. The hill opens here early December, and we try to get on like first snow. As soon as Nathan here at the hill tells us it's open, we're here that first following week, and we go right until the end of March, maybe the beginning of April if the snow holds out.
If you were to take a rough guess, or maybe you have an exact number, how many members do you think are in the league?
I actually looked it up today. So we're at about 50 members. So we run a Monday and a Tuesday program, and we're at 50 athletes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So like each coach has about 10 kids then?
Around there. Yeah, it expands over a Monday and a Tuesday. So if you have something on Tuesday, you can come on Monday, vice versa. If you love to ski, you can come on both days. It's just all kind of what fits in your schedule.
How does registration work then for the kids?
So right now, online registration is like, I don't have it open, but if you want to contact me, I'll glad find you a home. So you would just have to contact our through Facebook. We have a Facebook page, paskileague@gmail.com. Yeah, and we're pretty easy and accessible to find, and just send a message, and I usually get back to you right away.
Does this ski league have any like competitions or events throughout the season?
So we do have a number of athletes that, we start from Learn to Ski in our program, which is very new to some of our other clubs in the province. We are a Learn to Ski and also a freestyle club. We are planning a North Battleford trip, so we're going to pack up the kids and we're going to take them to North Battleford, get them on some chairlifts. There's moguls out there for our older kids to train on. There's a park out there, which we have an amazing park, so we're more about getting onto the moguls. And yeah, so that's coming up in February. And then we have a competition. Actually, we have some athletes going to Red Deer, Alberta this weekend doing some competition. Table Mountain has their Flatland, which is their freestyle group. They host a competition in March, and that's for all ages, and we really suggest that that's a great starter comp, and we have some athletes going to Twatna, Alberta for a competition, so we have them all over. So it's going to be a really fun season.
Do you host anything here, or did I miss something? Sorry, there was so many things that you guys do. I was like, are any of them local?
Yeah, so what we also like to do is we do a wind-up at the end of the year, and it's called our Candy Comp. So we put on a competition here with our athletes from both Monday and Tuesday evenings, and we just simulate what a competition would feel like on the slope sides of things. So it's kind of really nice. We throw candy at the kids. They get a prize from us, and it's just a really good opportunity because we're just kind of about community. So we'll do a few things like in the new year, we did a New Year's ski where we invited all the families to come. We roasted some hot dogs and just some more about the community, getting out with your family, enjoying this beautiful fresh air because like this is a gem out here. We're so lucky to have this in our backyard.
If somebody is looking to find out more information, where can they go for that?
So our Facebook page has a lot. I do have a bit of a website, but for now, we post a lot on Facebook, and I do have like a little information. If you reach out to me, I'll give you all the information you need. We are planning our first ever music bingo for our fundraiser. So another way to get our communities out, get off these coats and these big warm mitts and our toques, and be able to have some fun. So we are having a community fundraiser for our club to raise some money, and we're having it on March 20th. So everybody's welcome, and that's in and around PA. You can reach us out on our email or our Facebook page for tickets.
Anything else?
That is everything.
Great. Thank you for having me out here.
Well, thanks for inviting me.
Jeff has a look at weather coming up after this, and doctors drowning in paperwork are leaving the industry because of it. So was it yesterday, Jeff, just to remind us that we're in Saskatchewan, we got a little bit of that snow, and then I don't know what it was that made all icy this morning, but that was a little bit of a shift. But other than that, pretty good these days.
Pretty good these days. But yes, we had anticipated. We'd said in the forecast that Sunday was going to be a bit of a messy day, rain, snow, possibility of some freezing rain. Well, we got exactly that. We had some freezing rain, and then I'm not sure if I can call it grapple, but we did have then some snow on top of that. So yes, a bit of a messy day yesterday. And it made roads and sidewalks a bit greasy at times. But once the temperature warmed up, it's kind of melty, so it wasn't as bad as anticipated, or it wasn't nearly as bad as it was when it first started falling, when it came to that freezing rain. We still have a lot of warm Pacific air making its way across the Rockies in towards Saskatchewan and Alberta and parts of Manitoba. We do anticipate maybe a little bit of something sort of sliding across. I think it's pretty much made its way out of Saskatchewan now in terms of a system that might bring us some precipitation. See a little blip showing up there and a little something to the far north, but ultimately we also have these pressure lines starting to gap a bit, so really not a lot of wind associated with the next day's forecast. So let's take a look and see what we've got going on. So as you can see, Spiritwood -10 overnight, -8 in the Battlefords overnight, -13 for Candle Lake and Nipawin, -12 the expected overnight temperature in Birch Hills, Rostron, and Melfort, and most places dealing with partly cloudy skies as we roll into the overnight. Tomorrow's highs are once again on the mild side of seasonal. -3 for Spiritwood, -1 for the Battlefords. Rostron dealing with some fog tomorrow, -6 degrees, also -6 in Birch Hills, -7 for Candle Lake. Expected temperature of -9 in Nipawin with mainly cloudy skies and mainly cloudy conditions as well in Melfort, but a high of -6 degrees. For Prince Albert area, tonight temperatures drop down to -13 degrees with partly cloudy skies. The winds at times will be gusty, but ultimately they will be backing off in the overnight period. And then as we roll into Tuesday, we've got ourselves -6 for a daytime high. So that's about 4 degrees above seasonal. Cloudy conditions, winds out of the southeast at 15. And the 7-day forecast, well, staying on the mild side of seasonal and actually warming up. Look at that. Expecting a foggy Wednesday, -4 degrees, or at least the morning will be foggy. And then 1 on the plus side for Thursday and Friday. Saturday, things cool off a little bit, -2 degrees. Valentine's Day, of course, and then -5 degrees for Sunday. And 1 week from today, -8 degrees, which is pretty much seasonal for this time of, well, what will be mid-February.
And Jeff, we were both probably watching the game, and it was the yellow sports drink that ended up getting poured out.
I know. I saw that. I was actually shocked because I didn't think anybody used the orange. I mean the yellow anymore. So okay, it was great to see the traditional yellow.
That's the best use for yellow sports drink, is to pour it on somebody and
next
not
story. Move on
and not have it be drank. There you go. Well, Jeff, the leading Saskatchewan Rush were in California over the weekend, taking on the San Diego Seals, and the Rush needed to climb out of a hole early. The Rush were scoreless in the first quarter, going down 5-1 before turning the game around in the second. Saskatchewan scored 6 power play goals, Robert Church scoring 3 of his 4 goals in the final quarter, part of a 7-point game, and the Rush outlast the Seals 12-9 on the road. That means Saskatchewan is 8-1 now, with a cushion between themselves and Colorado and Vancouver, who are both 6-2 in second place. The Rush return to SaskTel Center on Valentine's Day for a game against those Vancouver Warriors. The University of Saskatchewan's women's basketball team went undefeated in the regular season, a perfect 20-0 after a convincing 84-54 win over the Winnipeg Westmen and a 50-game win streak dating back to 2024. Maya Flindalf scored 17 points, leading the way for the Huskies on Saturday. Saskatchewan earning just the 2nd undefeated season in school history, the 17th all-time in Canada West competition, and the 65th in U Sports history. With top spot in Canada West, the Huskies have a first-round bye. They'll host the conference quarterfinal this Saturday. A group in Regina is encouraging people to try long-track speed skating, one of the many events taking place at the Winter Olympics this month. The Regina Speed Skating Club is hosting its first community event at the Oval, aiming to attract new members to the club. The blades of skates being longer than hockey or figure skates, long-track speed skating allows people to travel much faster on the ice. The club says it's got skaters move on to compete in national competitions.
There's so many opportunities for young skaters right now. There's skaters in Calgary for Canada Youth Nationals. We've had skaters from our club attend Neo Junior Nationals all across the country. It's really an awesome way to meet people from all over Canada and experience the joy of sport and competition.
At the event, police were out using radar speed guns to test how fast the skaters were going. The Regina Speed Skating Club is offering programs up until the end of March.
Do you have a community event you would like to promote? Or maybe you'd like to draw attention to your organization. Let your local CTV station help you spread the word. Contact us at 306-922-6020 or email panews@ctv.ca. You can appear on CTV Prince Albert's News at 5 and get your message to our viewers.
It's hard enough to find a family doctor, and now many physicians say they're leaving their practices due to the overwhelming amount of paperwork. John Venevali-Rao takes a closer look at a new survey outlining the burden being placed on family doctors.
We met with Dr. Fan Hua Meng at her home, where she's happily spending more time these days after stepping back from working as a family doctor, driven out of it, she says, by mounting paperwork.
I wasn't just seeing patients anymore. There was more and more documents filling my inbox.
Dr. Mang says she spent up to 20 hours a week, often on her computer, filling out government and insurance forms which never seemed to end, and reading reports from pharmacies she felt were unnecessary.
Even notes from patients, I need you to fill in this form, I need you to fill in that form. And it's not their fault. The form comes from their employer, or the form comes from some organization that says, look, if you want this, I need a note from a doctor.
Starting to experience burnout in 2024, she left her practice, which had been there for more than 20 years. The clinic was closed and emptied, and she said goodbye to 1,000 patients. A recent survey found a quarter of doctors are considering leaving medicine or retiring early for some of the same reasons.
It's harder to recruit into the family practice specialty because of the concerns there.
Family doctors reported spending an average 10 hours a week doing paperwork and deemed 47% of it unnecessary red tape, calling for the amount of it to be reduced and forms simplified or standardized. More than half of those surveyed said the amount of time they spend on administrative tasks had increased over the last year. And in response, 54% said they're considering cutting their working hours. Dr. Caitlin Christie says she started experiencing major burnout after returning to work following the birth of her twin boys. She says the workload, including all of the paperwork, were too much, and she thought about quitting, but switched to seeing patients 3 days a week, which has helped.
Me making these changes now, it does come at a cost, but it means that I'm more likely to be here in general family practice like 10, 20 years from now, because the rate that I was going at before, I was ready to leave medicine.
And some worry more will quit if, among other things, the paperwork problem isn't addressed. John Venevalley-Rouse, CTV News, Toronto.
All right, Jeff, it's time for the Winter Olympics, and hockey's getting going, so we'll talk about the goalie masks. A Calgary artist has the honor of painting some of the masks for Canada's goalies at these Winter Olympics. Dave Freed did custom paint jobs for the 4 of 6 masks worn by Team Canada goalies, including Saskatoon's Darcy Kemper and Calgary-born Logan Thompson. On the women's side, he designed the masks for Emmerance Mashmeyer and Kaylee Osborne. The women are already competing, but the men's side will begin preliminary play on Wednesday. And here it is, Jeff. I think this is Mashmeyer's, and it's kind of got a little bit more of the comic look to it. And you see some of the cartoony looking characters on the back. That one pops. When I was looking at all 4,
that's the one that caught my eye too.
Yeah, I like that. Having a little bit of fun. I think there was a Calgary Tower in there for Thompson's as a Calgary kid, but cool. A Calgary artist. There you go.
There you go.
CTV National News is next.